to manage larger positions. Eventually, you will be able to get on to larger positions. Now, if you start live trading and you're doing one or two contracts and you're getting nervous about your positions, maybe this isn't the business for you. Okay, I'll be brutally honest with you. If you're worried about losing a couple bucks, $100, $200, $300, $400, even $500, even $1,000, and that can happen in this kind of business. I'm not telling you that you're going to make money every single month, okay? But what we try to do is manage the risk as the best we possibly can. You have to develop the skill set to make the profits, though. In order to make the profits that you want, you got to have these skill sets. So anyway, I went off on a tangent here. So we've got open profits now. And I told you we have when Monday comes, we're going to have 4 or 5 days before these positions, our May positions, expire. Common wisdom would tell you that you don't want to hold these positions into expiration. Let's just take a look at our analysis tab for a second. Without the Qs, I took the Qs out. You can see down here. Here we are on our overall position. Now, if we were right in the center, we'd have a profit of $837 on our portfolio. This is our entire portfolio. However, we're down about here, which is not a bad position to be in. It's not really too bad at all. We have an open profit of, let's see here, $600. Actually, it's closer to $783. I can never figure out why that's a little bit different. But anyway, it is different. I got to check our dates here. Let's see what day they've got. And they got us on the 10th. Okay. Well, anyway, there we are. Oh, all I had to do was say go to today. All right, here's a little calendar. Just say go to today. Click on go to today, and there we are. Now you can see we're up $788 on our position. So, what risk do we have going into expiration week? Well, we'd like to capture as much profit as possible, right? We currently have an open profit of $788 for the month in this demo account. We'd like to keep that profit. Not only would we like to keep that profit, but we'd also like to make the maximum profit if possible. As you can see, when I hover my mouse over our current price on the IWMs, now this is portfolio beta weighted, okay, against IWM, which is just one of the positions that we have. It shows that we have on, if you look down here in the left-hand corner, on May 10th and May 17th. May 10th is today. We have $789 of profit. May 17th, we have the potential of having $1,646 of profit. Now, when you have 50%, okay, 50% of your potential profit, maybe a good idea to take that, right? I'm not saying don't take it. That's good profit. Now we're only doing 1 or 2 contracts. If you had 10 contracts or more, you're talking about $7,000, $8,000 in profit. However, there's a difference between $789 and $1,646. It's close to $900. What if you, now this is a bit of an advanced technique. Okay, and I don't expect everyone to do this. In fact, for a lot of you guys and girls, forget it. Don't even think about it. It's kind of an advanced technique. There's a possibility that it could go in a completely different way than you expected. However, think of it this way. If you are, in fact, a manager of risk, you're a risk management company. Your business is risk management. We are not in the center. We are not way over, but we are considerably over to the left of this position. We're not way down here, so we're not really in bad shape. However, let's take a look at the Dow Jones. On Friday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 120 points. It broke through the support that was kind of set up over the last 5-6 trading days. Let's just move this up a little bit. Right about there. That was kind of a key little support level there. Now remember, I'm not particularly a guy who likes to, look at technical analysis. The only thing I'm really looking at is support and resistance points. It was support here. It was a support here. It was a support here. Rallied up, came down. It was support here. It was support here again. So how many times is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it hit this line right here, right around the 12,794 level, and it bounced off of it. That shows that at that time the market was being supported at that level, and all things being equal, it would have held again. The fact that it hit that line 5 times and then broke through it here on Friday indicated that perhaps there was enough selling pressure in the market, enough urgent selling pressure in the market, that brought it below this line of support. And it broke through it, and it traded down 120 points. The big picture here is that you are, in fact, trying to manage your risk. Now, because the IWM, it didn't go down that much. It only went down about 21 cents. But what happens if we get a sell-off? Now, we're holding this over the weekend, and we're going into expiration week. What happens if we get a sell-off of $500, $600, 600 points on the Dow? Where is that going to bring us? It'll probably bring us down into this level here. And that also potentially limits our potential profit. Now, right now, remember, we have a profit of $789. If prices move down into here the week before expiration, our maximum profit now, if you can see down here in the left-hand corner, just follow my mouse down and follow those numbers, is only $1,000. And our actual profit, we would have, for the day, we'd only have $300 profit. So we would have lost close to a $500 profit. Now, what's the number after fluctuation? There's only a couple rules in the market. One is prices will fluctuate. The second one, as far as options go, they will expire. And what's the third one that I mentioned before? Don't lose money. And that seems obvious because we don't want to lose money. In order for us not to lose money, we need to manage the position that we're in. How do we do that? Very simple. This almost looks like, let's say you were watching the weather station and you lived in the Florida Keys and you saw this hurricane coming. I mean, it's the weatherman is telling you well in advance where the hurricane is going to hit and when it's going to hit. What would you do? Would you just say that, just stay there in your house and just kind of keep all the windows open and just kind of sit back and relax, enjoy your favorite beverage in front of a ball game? Or would you prepare?